It happened. At the end of this video, I have a very big announcement to make. Paimon's English VA has allegedly been officially recast. In 5.7, allegedly, Corinna Butger is homeless. This seems like the official confirmation, but I will wait till I see it in game. Will they retroactively remove Paimon's voice from the game and have the new VA slowly replace them? We will see. Let's get into this.
So Paimon's voice actor has been recast. That's right, boys. The promised day has arrived.
God.
Genshin Impact has finally recast Paimon.
Oh my God.
Finally recast Corinna Butger, and finally we are done with that absolutely deranged individual. The prophecy has come. I literally told y'all. I told y'all that there would be a wave of recasts after the strike ended. I literally told you you should have trusted old paper bag boy.
Yeah, I believe 13 VAs have already been replaced. I believe one of them is also Kaylee Millis, who's another known scumbag on the internet, which is great.
Because old paper bag boy.
Almost every single person who harassed Tainari's new VA has been replaced since then. So this is a big dub for anybody who doesn't like pieces of shit.
It's always right.
Although if you don't like pieces of shit, you're probably not watching my channel. Because you're probably not a fan of me.
All right, but let's get into it. Let's listen to this. But later we're going to be covering how this could and is likely true, and also how the Travelers are coming back, boys. So let's get into it. The voices of the Travelers are coming back.
Hey, don't panic. Paimon heard that dreams tell us what we need by showing us the opposite. So, if you had a nightmare, maybe all you need is something to cheer you up. Come on. Paimon will treat you to something yummy.
Okay, I will say this. She sounds fucking stupid still. But the good news is she sounds stupid, but at least is not voiced by a stupid person. And that's what's great. And normally for me, I separate art from the artist, but Corinna Butger is one that I make a very big exception to because she is a known piece of shit behind the scenes that's been negatively affecting me since the launch of Genshin. Yes, I remember when I got my first hate thread because she was upset because I mislabeled her gender. And then she told all the voice actors about how problematic I was. And then I got blacklisted, well, by her and a couple other VAs like the Acheron VA, which was so fun to deal with.
Dude, that's actually pretty good. I actually like.
No. It's bad. It's still bad. Don't pretend this VA is still cringe, but maybe they're not a shit person behind the scenes.
That a lot. Now, it's a little bit more high-pitched than I would have liked. I would have liked it to sound more like the Japanese dub version of Paimon, a little bit cuter. But, you know, it's actually really good. I think it's a lot better than Corinna Butger's version of Paimon.
Sure. It is better, but I still don't like it. I'm just going to be real.
Paimon. But first and foremost, we got some absolutely great new news, and that is Zach Aguilar. Zach Aguilar coming back to voice Aether in Genshin Impact. That's right, boys. The Travelers are finally coming back. They're no longer going to be silent.
That's huge.
They're also going to get more roles or more lines, supposedly.
Funniest story. I had one of my mods. They went to an anime con where they met Zach Aguilar, and they were talking about their favorite content creators and all this shit. And Zach was like, oh, yeah, I watch a lot of Genshin CCs. And then she said, oh, that's so cool. Would you ever consider like playing games with Tectone? And he said, we're not allowed to do that. It is wild, man. The hatred for me in this community runs deep. By the players, to the voice actors, to the company themselves. It's quite funny.
But let's hear it from the horse's mouth. He's saying here, I'm coming back to voice Aether in Genshin Impact. Not going to be in 5.7 due to timing. Thank you, Hoyo, and the entire team. Aether means the world to me. It's been a blessing working with on these games for these past 5 years, and I'm thrilled.
I believe Zach Aguilar is also a voice actor in Demon Slayer as well.
To continue, love you guys. Now, this is what I think happened, right? So a lot of actors said that they would not be recast from Hoyo without receiving a call first that literally asked them whether or not they were actually going to come back, asked them whether or not they would come back to work. And it appears that those calls went out because both Travelers are coming back. Awesome. And not only was Paimon's voice actor recast, but also was Kaylee Mills and Keking. Okay, Kuching. Sorry, Kuching. I keep forgetting. It's Kuching or Ketching, okay? But it appears that Ketching's VA or Kuching's VA is literally recast as well. So we're going to get some new voices for both of them, which is a victory for Genshin fans. And it is a day of rejoice. That's right. boys, this will
Pretty sure
forever
that's
be
a
known
sex
as
move.
the Promised Day, the Sunday of Genshin. That's right. So let's get into it. This here is Lumine, literally saying Sarah Miller Cruz will be back as Lumine. We are so back.
Good.
That's right, boys. We are so back. Sarah
No
Miller
issues
Cruz
with
saying,
them.
I cannot wait to continue the adventure. I've missed Lumine
Hopefully Venti's VA is fine too.
so much. I'm excited that we'll be back in Teyvat soon. And Zach Aguilar down here saying we are two sides of the same coin. That's right, boys. They are happy to be back. Happy to be back. And although they won't make it back in 5
Yeah, this will be huge for the game, and hopefully they retroactively fix all the missed voice lines. Yeah, the games like Genshin and Honkai Star Rail, man, it was so bad playing with no VA. It was so fucking bad because like reading the dialogue is already bad enough as it is, but actually like when you are forced to read it and there's no other option, oh god, it's so pain.
0.7. It looks like they'll probably be back in 6.0, but this is a huge win. This is a huge win for Genshin fans. We wanted the
It says they're back in 6.0, but are they really not going to fix it?
Travelers to come back. It looks like we already got Erica Harlacher to
Surely
come back,
they'll fix
and
it.
maybe even Allegra Clark, but we will see, boys. We will see. Now, I am actually excited about this. Also, boys, I'm going to be going over on Twitch soon. I'm going to be streaming on Twitch later today. I'm going to take a little 2-hour nap, and then I'm going to go live. So make sure that you check the top comment. I'm going to pin it as the top comment. Click the link, and please go follow my Twitch, boys. Please don't miss the stream. We are going to be covering some huge
Go
VA
follow 'em,
drama.
guys.
I cannot get to all of these tweets in one day, so make sure that you show up to see the rest of them, because there are some crazy, and I mean crazy, crash outs from some voice actors, and we're also going to be playing Genshin Impact to finally rejoice that Paimon's voice actor is out of Genshin Impact. But let's get
They're not out of the game yet. I'm waiting until it's official, until I hear her not in the game. I'm not touching it.
continue this. Let's see what the fan base has to say about Paimon being recast. Of course they love it, boys. It is the Promised Day. It is a win for Genshin. I mean, this is literally more than 100 and something comments that are literally praising the fact that she was finally recast. Whoa.
I think Corinna Butger is the only person in the Genshin space that Genshin players hate more than me. And man, that really makes my cold, bitter, shriveled heart just a little bit warmer.
Sorry, boys, 900 comments praising the fact that she was recast. Literally 2,000 upvotes. This is peak content. Also, we got Sean Laraway, which is literally Karina Butker, Paimon's VA, literally reposting people that are more than likely talking about me. So I wanted to at least show this because I thought that this was insane. Here she was reposting Sean Laraway saying, I would strongly avoid taking the word of that YouTuber in particular because of him specifically referring to any and all striking actors as entitled. I'm sorry that you all lost your jobs. I'm sorry that you got replaced because you wanted to
I don't fucking care, bro. Find somewhere else to talk. Hey, why don't you voice actors find somewhere else to talk besides just bitching on the internet?
be entitled and you wanted to refuse work. I'm sorry that I said that in my last video where I also linked SAG to the Hoyo strike, which would be illegal because the Hoyo strike is a wildcat strike. It's only illegal for a wildcat strike if they are undermining a union, but the issue is it's also illegal if SAG-AFTRA influenced a wildcat strike over at a non-union game, okay? But we will see in the coming days. It appears that Hoyo is no longer afraid of SAG-AFTRA. They are no longer afraid of being called union busters, okay? They are no longer...
Boys, we're free. They're mad. The Promised Day is here. But now let's see the game deliver on. I'll be real. I'm not going to play Genshin back long term. Unless for some reason I go back and I'm like, oh my God, I was wrong about everything. It's so good. I doubt that. I'm happy just playing Wuthering Waves. I'm happy just playing Mario Kart and waiting for games like Duet Night and Business Over Palace and watching AI Bigfoot. Like, I'll play. I can't guarantee I'm going to play for a lot, but I'll play. Hopefully they go back and actually fix the missing dialogue options because that's huge. Just saying, like, deleting voice actors and then just only adding them later, that would make the game worse, to be completely honest. So hopefully they fix their game. Big dubs for Genshin fans. And Corinna Butker, welcome home. Welcome to McDonald's. Hello, sir. May I take your order? That's your next voice acting line. Bye, guys. Like, comment, subscribe.